Just in time.
Thank you. Nice tie.
Right? The suit says serious professional, but the tie says, but I still like to have fun. Makes a statement.
Oh, it makes a statement, all right.
So, any plans later today for you?
Work? It's not my fault. I'm not sure this is the right time.
You're ready. When are you going to give yourself permission to live? Maybe this trip will give you the closure you need.
I just don't know how I'm going to face his parents, you know? Seeing their grief, their pain. It's a lot, you know?
As we've been discussing, you need to move forward. Start building new relationships, date. Do something other than work 24/7. This could be the missing piece. You know it's okay for you to want to be happy.
I do want to be happy. I just don't feel like I deserve it.
Of course you deserve it. You've suffered long enough. Now, go. You have my number if you need anything.
It's gonna be okay.
I know. I've been praying for this to happen for such a long time.
You and me both.
I wonder if you're out there today. I wish that you could hear me the way you took the time, you stood in line, you kept your promise. You did it right, I'll make it right. It's time for solace, though I barely knew you. There's something to you. I just thought that you should know. I just thought that you should know. was waiting for you. Maybe I was supposed to meet you. Maybe it's just impossible. Maybe that's why it's beautiful.
You must be Steph.
That would be me.
We've been expecting you. Well, come on in. Patricia will be here in a minute or two.
Thanks for seeing me.
Oh, of course, we're glad you're here.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Would you like some tea?
I'd love some.
And you have to try one of my famous chocolate chip cookies.
How could I resist?
That's what I like. I told you cookies were always a good idea.
There you go. There's plenty of sugar also.
Oh, it's fine the way it is. You shouldn't have gone to so much trouble, but thank you.
There was no trouble.
You have a lovely home. Who plays guitar?
I do. I started teaching Bradley when he was 8 years old. He quickly passed me right up. He also played the piano and the drums. He was a natural, you know? How about you? Do you play any instruments?
I took piano lessons when I was a kid, but my mom made me quit because I never practiced.
Well, it's never too late to try.
Yeah, I guess I could pick it up again.
So, in your email, you said you had some questions and you wanted to share your story?
There's some things I've had on my mind for quite a while.
Well, we wanted to hear from you too. You're likely the last person that Bradley had contact with.
I am so sorry for your loss. I wanted to visit you sooner, but I guess I was too much of a coward. I can't imagine what you've had to go through.
We understand. There's no timeline on grief or healing for that matter. We're here to listen.
Some people say it gets easier with time. But losing a child feels like losing a piece of yourself. I wake up every morning hoping it's a bad dream.
I never had any children of my own, but I can only imagine you must have a lot of wonderful memories that have become bittersweet.
We'd like to hear about your final moments with Bradley. It's... I don't know if it'll bring us peace, but...
But it might make sense of how... I mean, we know how, but why he died? Why did he go back? Why?
Very handsome. So full of life. I worked on the 22nd floor of the first tower. When the plane hit, everything went dark. There was smoke and debris everywhere and this real intense heat. As I was moving out from behind my desk, a beam fell and it trapped part of my right leg underneath it. I was stuck. Then Bradley, read in the reports he was an intern, right?
Yes. It was his third week on the job. He wanted to work in the stock market.
He was always good with numbers. In high school, he took statistics and calculus. And got to where I couldn't help him with his homework anymore. But his spelling. I'm sorry. Go on.
Oh, no. No, please. I like hearing stories about him. Was he the oldest?
No. He was second. He had 3 brothers. And they were all very close. Well, I mean, they fought and teased one another like siblings do, but they're all married on their own.
We're empty nesters. I'm still trying to get used to the quiet around here.
Well, it was almost impossible to see anything, but I recognized his tie. It was this really bright fluorescent orange.
His favorite color.
Well, I had noticed his tie in the elevator that morning. Everything was just really loud and chaotic, and the smell of jet fuel was overwhelming. But Bradley, he came over to me and he said, "Don't worry, I got you." He tried to lift the beam, but it wouldn't budge. So I told him to leave me. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I had a death wish or anything, but at that time in my life, I had done some real terrible things, and I had hurt people who had trusted me. He was younger, and he had his whole life ahead of him.
We've all done things we regret. It's not our place to judge. Go on.
So, Bradley came over and he knelt down. He put his hands on my shoulders. And he said, "Everything's gonna be all right."
That sounds like something he would say.
But then he left. He left, and I thought that was that. And I tried to make peace with the fact that this is how it would end for me.
You must have been so scared.
Yes, it almost seemed surreal. Anyway, Bradley came back, and I think at that time maybe the stairwells were on fire or had caved in at that time. But there was a firefighter with him, and they were able to pry the beam loose just enough that he pulled me out. It had crushed some of the bones in my leg. Excuse me, do you mind if I use your restroom?
Sure, it's down the hall, the second door on the left.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I'll be fine. This just stirs up a lot of difficult emotions for me, as I'm sure it does for you. How have you dealt with all of this? What makes you go on?
We still have our bad days. But our faith gets us through it. We believe in God and the afterlife. Someday we're going to see Bradley again.
I really hope that's true. Otherwise, what's the point?
I'd like to show you something.
Okay.
Right this way. When we first moved in, there were no homes behind us. It was just dirt and sagebrush. Bradley and his friends spent most all their free time outside. Like a lot of little boys, they would pretend to be firemen or policemen or play cops and robbers. It's a good memory.
Our son Thomas just made police captain at his precinct in Denver.
That's wonderful.
Interesting how things turn out, isn't it? Well, it's such a beautiful day. We should go in the gazebo and sit.
I could use some fresh air.
Are you still in pain?
A little bit. This is the first time I've ever been in Utah. It's beautiful.
Well, so what do you think of the state?
The mountains are gorgeous.
Yeah.
You'll have to go down and see the Red Rock down in southern Utah. It's national park.
Your yard is absolutely gorgeous. I miss having a large garden, though I do manage to keep a few basil and tomato plants on my balcony in the summer. So where was I?
Oh, you were telling us how you couldn't walk after they pulled you out?
So Bradley threw me over his shoulders and he carried me out, and the whole time he kept saying,
Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. I got you. Everything's gonna be okay.
He must have run back into the building after that and never made it out. I don't remember much else except waking up in the hospital. He was so brave. You must be very proud.
We are. We miss him every minute of every day.
He was a good kid. Definitely not perfect. But he always had a kind heart. He brought home so many stray dogs and cats, I couldn't even count.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I was angry for a long time. I was in so much pain.
From your leg?
Well, yes, but I did several years of physical therapy for my leg. It wasn't that. It was more like I felt disconnected from everyone around me. Emotional pain. Believe me, I'm not comparing that at all to the pain over losing your son, but I just felt guilty that I survived. You know, why did so many others lose their lives and I got to live? I didn't really feel worthy. to even try and live a normal life.
I've heard of that. Survivor's guilt?
That's the term my therapist uses. I mean, no offense. I just struggled for a long time wondering why he told me everything was going to be all right, because nothing was all right. Sometimes I still get a little sick to my stomach when I see that neon orange, and it is such a hideous color. I'm sorry, that was rude of me.
Are you kidding? Half of his closet was that color. We told him he looked like he should be out deer hunting.
We hated that color. He sure seemed fond of it.
It's taken me a while to accept that I was given another chance to live, and then I wanted to make sure that Bradley's sacrifice wasn't in vain.
If we could, we would do anything possible if we could bring our son back. But that doesn't mean we're not grateful that he saved other lives.
He should be here eating your delicious cookies.
Life isn't fair, but no one ever said it would be.
We're really glad you're here. Every life is precious. He died with honor. His life was short, but it was with great purpose. You're living proof of that.
I can't tell you how much this has meant to me.
We feel the same. Thank you.
I've already taken enough of your time.
Oh, are you sure? You're welcome to stay.
I really appreciate your kindness in letting me visit today. Bradley was very lucky to have a family like yours.
We're really grateful you made the trip to share your story with us. I know it took a lot of courage.
Everyone knows that your son was a true hero. Not only did he save my life that day, but he gave me a reason to want to live. I just thought that you should know.
Steph, you make the most of the second chance you've got. And don't ever look back. You have our blessing.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost,
I'll never forget.
but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Lord, amazing grace. Through countless
The September 11th attacks were the deadliest terrorist attacks in human history, causing the deaths of 2,996 people. Countless others suffered and continue to do so to this day. Although this story is a work of fiction, it was made in memory, honor, love, and respect for all the men, women, and children who lost their lives on that terrible day. We honor and want to acknowledge all the brave first responders and citizens alike who put their lives on the line to save others. You are true heroes in every sense of the word. Our hearts go out to the families and friends who lost loved ones. You are engraved in our hearts forever. May we never, ever forget.